Okay, this is a cycle map of Christchurch of all the bike paths, and I've ridden most of them, but I'm going to try and ride them more actively and then film them so we can sort of label them. And if you want to see that specific path, then you can watch the video and see the corresponding path. And when I ride them, I'm going to try and ride responsibly in a way that actually shows the path and kind of how it works. And we might stop and look at some of the interchanges or some of the the intersections and some of the cycle infrastructure. Yeah, I think the interest to me is to really promote or encourage or kind of exhibit what cycling in Christchurch City is like. I mean, this is our current map. This is probably already out of date, but if you can see here, the thicker purple lines is what actually exists, and then cycleways planned as these lighter purple lines. And I think there's 87 million approved budget to keep expanding this network of cycle paths. And I guess what I find interesting when I'm out riding them often is that I'm the only person on them. There's just not as much as cycling has increased in Christchurch. I often find myself alone on these paths. Yeah, this is old because there's already the motorway north. You can come through, jump off the parallel, and then shoot north. So we'll do some of that. Just so you understand, the green is the cycle lanes, so it's just a painted lane. The blue is a shared path, and purple is the actual cycle paths. What I want to do today is take this purple one and head as far south, because at the moment it goes to here, but again this is slightly out of date because there's a southern motorway and that keeps going, and I'm pretty sure the path keeps going, so I'm just going to take it as far as I can get. That's the vibe. I don't really care about the politics of cycling. I'm not a cycling activist, I wouldn't say. It's not entirely true. I do care. I'm just not. I just want to ride bikes and use the infrastructure. If you've seen any of my videos, or if you follow me, you know that I'm a little bit of a rebellious rider. I would call myself an urban cyclist. I might occasionally venture further afield, but I guess my interest is really the built environment. My interest is bikes. I'm going to try and get up in these trails this year and do some mountain biking. Definitely want to go further and do some bike trekking, but I guess my heart and my sort of passion is around this built environment and riding bikes in this environment, and sort of in making or being part of Christchurch becoming this mega cycling city. I guess the politics for me is around carbon reduction. It's around sustainable transport. It's around well-being, and it's around resilience. And I'm still trying to figure out these themes. I'm trying to figure out my place in these themes. I'm trying to figure out how to discuss these themes, but I guess this year, being on a bike, that's going to be the adventure, and that's going to be what I talk about. The well-being aspect is kind of huge for me, because life is really tough at the moment, you know, for all sorts of reasons, but I find getting out on a bike is a really cool thing. It makes me fit, gets my endorphins running, makes me feel part of the world again. You know, the sustainability, the carbon reduction, I think is just critical. But in a way, you know, that's what motivated me to get onto a bike. But in a way, that ends up being the side benefit, not the main benefit. Because once you start cycling, or at least for me personally, once I started cycling and kind of discovering the city on a bike, it just became a natural, fun, enjoyable way to engage with the city, and kind of made a lot of sense. Like, it's kind of quicker than a car, it's more enjoyable than a car, you get different places. I think one of the things I'm going to explore is this idea of time and scale. You know, effectively it's 10 kilometers, you know, that's a circle, and that's 10 kilometers to the edges. And for me, being kind of moderately fit, moderately healthy, I can kind of get 10 Ks in about 20 minutes, you know, so it's 20 minutes anywhere in the city, and then 20-30 minutes back, and that just makes this city quite an incredible place on a bike. So the scale shifts, because I think being on a car, I never viewed the city in that way, because it can take longer in a car to get to certain places than other places. So just your view of the city changes the more you ride it on a bike, and I guess that's what I want to explore a little bit through the videos and through just riding. So anyway, come with me. Today I live right in the center here on Columbus Street, so I have this beauty of being able to take the wagon wheels, you know, in and out. But today we're going to go south, and we're going to follow this one out as far as it'll go. Maybe I'll make it to Rolleston, which is off there. Yeah, come ride. Alright, Jimmy Kimchi in an area. Cool vibes there, little man in the back. We're gonna head south to Rolleston on the motorway, southern motorway bike path. Could rain, probably should have left earlier. My bike's really noisy, but you know, we'll just deal with it. I did oil my chain for giggles. There you go, creaky cranks. But yeah, that's what makes urban riding special. Beautiful. yeah, it's sort of, all the bike shops are shut like normal. Access to rad bikes closed for a couple of weeks over the break. But soon I will have unlimited access to bike repair facilities. Because Jimmy Kimchi got a job as a bike mechanic in a real live bicycle shop. Trust me, I'm surprised too. I did put in my job application that I'm not a bike mechanic. Didn't seem to faze them. So hey, if they trust me, I can trust them. And I think that's how it's gonna roll. Nice front carrier on that bike. Well set up for urbans. I'm thinking about carriers because I keep wearing a backpack and yeah, so I kind of like a backpack though. I don't know, there's all these different vibes for riding bikes. One thing I did realise, the footrest on these pullovers at the side, it's quite nice. I guess that's what it's designed for. It's definitely where my foot fits. So yeah, we're going to keep heading south. I'm going to get to the bottom south corner of the park and then take the path that puts us onto the Cyclepath of the Southern Motorway. I'm sure it has a real name, but when we get back to the map, we'll take a look. Yeah, the idea, I want to shoot a series of videos on all the mapped, you know, the official cycle paths, and just do one at a time, trying to ride in a responsible, respectable way, so that if you want to review a path, you can check out the corresponding video and see the extent of the infrastructure of that path. You know, it's interesting, there was already one debate about cycle paths on the internet where I was able to post a time-linked YouTube clip URL thing to the comments to show, hey, this is exactly the spot we're talking about. You know, on this piece of cycle infrastructure. Check it out on a bike in traffic. So that's kind of, you know, a basic logistical reason for shooting the videos. I mean, the other reason I might have having fun, you know, there's a vibe. But yeah, there's definitely a motive to raise awareness of cyclepath infrastructure in Christchurch and kind of show people what it's like physically being out on the paths, in the lanes, different times of day, different weather conditions, different times of year. Because personally, I find it super chill. I just find being on the bike paths admittedly, I am moderately fit, and I'm kind of into risk taking, so you know, my level of confidence on a bike is probably higher than most. Silly step throughs. It's all out here today, people. Okay, this is the start going south. Let's jump on, use the legal light phases and all the appropriate crossings, and see how we go. I have ridden this in the morning. Oh wait, I'm on the wrong one. It's this one. Help if I knew where I was going. Yeah, just sort of hang out with the commuters. This is quite a good path because it seems to pick up a lot of people from the left and the right coming from south. But today we're just going to jump on the motorway run, which is quite a vibe. Last time I rode it was sort of a sunset, and kind of ran out of time
ended up coming home in the dark. Old school Marin, tricky frame, cut. Oh. Train crossing, no trains. I mean, one of my favourite things about the cycle infrastructure is probably the trees in a lot of places. Because I think as the trees grow on the different paths, it's just going to be super nice, super shady. Oh, that creaky bottom bracket. Is it the pedal? Is it the crank? Is it the bottom bracket? Is it? I think it's all of them. All the parts on this bike are second hand. Thanks, Rad Bikes. Middleton, city centre. Yeah, we're going to keep going. E-bikes. Eat up. Free disc. Whoa, bumpies. Hold on. Oh yeah, so little boys on the nice roadies. Yeah, I don't mind riding in traffic, but it's definitely just so much nicer riding on the dedicated paths, for sure. All that just take it, because you know, there's just no cars. It's peaceful. I mean, probably the noise factor is, riding on roads is really noisy, the car sound. When you're out on the cyclepaths, it's just a lot quieter. Less stones. You know, riding on the white lines, a bit of a pain really. Even in the painted cycle lanes, feels a bit safer, but in terms of the cars sort of push the road debris into those areas, whereas out here it's just a lot smoother. Well, that's us. Yeah, the goal, I'm not really like a New Year's resolution guy, but I came up with this 20k a day idea, which is to ride 20 kilometers a day, every day, which is sort of challenging because obviously life, but I guess the other view is 140k's a week. You know, I know people who are kind of doing that per day almost, but like at a full pace for me, that's about 45-50 minutes to do 20k. So it's possible to get up early, smash it out, get on with your day. I am hoping this year, I don't know if a better bike is not really the thing, maybe some different bikes. I'm definitely interested in this overnight bikepacky idea. Gravel bikes, I know it's on trend, but you know, definitely just being able to ride and not have to turn back, I think, is part of the feeling I'm interested in. The kind of big dream, if I get fit enough, if I get good enough bikes and enough gear, is to maybe, you know, circumvent the South Island. Okay, I'm gonna cut it. I'm sorry, folks. Apologies in advance. You see here, this is a painted cycle lane, but all the gravel and loose stones from the road kind of get into these areas, which is fine. It's all part of the fun. But yeah, on the paths, you don't tend to get that. Let's take it. Yeah, see, once these trees get big, these will be beautiful. A couple more years. You know, a lot of these growths, I think, will really help to shelter these paths for cyclists. So we should support, encourage NZTO to maintain the planning, encourage the councils. Canterbury, Lincoln, April Springs Road. Okay, I probably have to check the map somewhere out here. Well, no, I know where I want to go. Because I've made it to this overbridge before. Rolleston, town of the future. I think that's the vibe. Oh yeah, this one takes us through the AMP showgrounds, but we're gonna go right. Yeah, I would definitely identify more as an urban rider. You know, I like the built environments. I like the city, the tar seal. I mean, I like gravel and mud too, but it's kind of hilarious. But definitely what gets me vibed up is probably dangerous urban riding. You know, which I'm probably too old for and not cool enough, but you know what? Ooh, slumps on the track. Yeah, I don't want a newer bike, I just want a quieter bike. I do really love the rear hub brake on this though. It kind of, it's like being a kid again. I think my only other option is to go full fix, but I don't know, I really love freewheeling. I could put brakes on the bike, but I love clean lines. So I think that's where I'm going to go, just different bikes for different days. Oh God. Crusty. Right, this is about as far as I made it last time, but we want to keep going south. So let's try and find how that works, because there's these kind of big roundabouts and overpasses. Lincoln Road, Aotearoa, I don't know. We'll just keep going this way. Oof. Here we go. Yeah, because you can see it from this bridge, but I don't know where to get on it. This is as far as I made it last time. I think we can drop down to it from the other side. There's the path taking us south. Oswald. Ah, homie. Where am I going? Yeah, this is all brand new infrastructure. Well, relative. I don't drive this way much. Yeah, this says it'll take me to Hornby, which is kind of where I want to go. Not really where I want to go. But I'm on a cyclepath, so we'll just keep going. It's the goal. It's the name of the game. Oh, weird. Going somewhere? Prevelton, Hornby, Templeton. So it does run out. I thought it kept going. We're going to have to make some choices. Lifestyle choices. Maybe we'll try Prevelton. Oh, Hornby. Oh my God. Let's take it to Hornby. I just kind of got that vibe. We could come back that way, take the loop back to the hills, into the city. There is a plan to have no plan. Yeah, I want to believe I can get to Rolleston. Surely. Surely, surely. Oh, Rolleston, Timaru. Here we go. All I had to do was believe. Oh, no underpass here. We gotta use the lights. Homi Timaru Springston. It's interesting, I want to go that way, but there's no bike path. God damn. There's no Cyclepath here either. Okay, officially disappointed. Let's go back and look at the maps. Maybe time for some nutrition. Where's my path to Raleigh? Out on the e-bike in the jandals. That's how you do it. Maybe it's up and over and then on the other side of the motorway. The infrastructure is kind of that new that it's not on the maps yet and not on the Google Photos. Why don't we do that? I'll have a drink, follow the guy in the sandals. He looks casual enough to know what's going on. Okay, we're about 16 k's out. I'm trying to hit 40 today to keep up my 20 a day. So that's why I thought if we got to Raleigh, it'd be far enough to make it 20 something and then roll it back. Hornby, Templeton. You want to? Okay, so the brown, that one's got a blue bicycle going to Spinkston, which I think means like a painted lane, and the brown going that way, path. Big intersections out here, Motor City. Okay, just hidden queue. Must be. Can't see it. No one wants to go to Hornby. I want to go to Rolleston. Where even is that? Oh man. No signs for Rolleston. Hornby, Horsell, Spinkston, Templeton. Okay. Okay, if we must. Yeah, dude in sandals on the e-bike, I think is trying to do the same thing, but never mind. Hey, there's us, green light, go. We'll see where this takes us, because it could be interesting. Give out. What even is this? Like a weird park and ride? I don't know. Yeah, it just dumps you nowhere, in the middle of nowhere. Trying to understand which part of Hornby I'm in. So Causeway Junction. Yeah, this is definitely a no fun zone for the cyclists. Let's take it to Hornby and we'll see if there's a, which I doubt, fun and interesting way to get back into the city. Because really not into main South Blenheim Road vibes. Oh, let's check out the rock shop. While we're out here. Being dangerous. I think, yeah, we'll do some grams at the rock shop, because why not? Yeah, they are open. Oh, here's my bro, Tim. Whew. I never really understood Hornby, but you know, I want to be that guy on the keyboard having a jam on the guitar. Okay. Oh look, here we go. We can do another one for the mirrors. For the mirrors. Hi Kimchi. What's up? What's up? Here we go. Jimmy Kimchi on a bike. In the mirrors. I think we'll call that because we've been riding for like an hour. What I might do is have a break, proper break, figure out how to get back to the city from here without taking that messy road thing. Those cyclepaths are kind of weird, it just kind of gets you nowhere. I feel like from the southeast of the city you could come onto those paths and then take them into the city, but it doesn't feel like from this side of the city you would go that way to get onto the paths to take, yeah. Anyway, see you in a bit. This is such an inhospitable area for bikes. I think I'm going to take a weave. I looked on the map, like from here, there's just no real kind of nice way to ride a bike unless you're riding on these big areas. So I'm just going to do my classic weave. I just roll it on suburban streets, left, right, just to get where I need to go. I just find the really big roads really inhospitable to bikes. Like, they're so car-centric zones that you know, oh, what's going on here? That's a vibe. We need a photo of that one. Whoop, 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 whoop. I feel like Granddad left the bikes out, pretty rusty. Oh, they got some bells, but those would scratch up for girls peddlers. That's kind of the thing, like, if you want new, you can buy crap new. But, you know, if you're willing to do a bit of work, like, by little I mean not much at all, you can get free bikes. Definitely kind of why I like hanging with rad bikes, because you kind of realize you put in a little bit of time and it's really accessible. You know, the parts, the tools, and it doesn't take much to get a moderately crappy bike into a moderately rideable condition. Yeah, doing loops. This is how you really build your Strava codes, is you just ride randomly in the suburbs. What I'm always on the hunt for is these little cut throughs. I love them, they're just one of my favorite things. Oh, here we go. Have we found one? Yes! Where does it go? Nobody knows. But we're gonna take it. Awesome vibey park. Community barbecue. Left or right, people? I reckon we go right. Is there a weave? Yes, there is. Does it say no exit? Maybe it does. Yeah, definitely a no exit. It's just gonna push me back out. But, you know, maybe there's an exit for a bike, not a car. Maybe. We could always find out. There. It's pretty long cul-de-sac. Bermuda, Florida. This is a very exotic part of town. Oh, we're on the way. Nice work. And I feel like this is going to push us onto the main road. Or maybe not. Free catch. Come get it. Oh, another park. Huh. Park to nowhere, but there is a path. I think we should take this one. Oh, path to nowhere. Amazing. Is it a gate? Is it locked? Suckling school. I really want to go in there, but it feels like too much to climb. I could throw the bike over. I feel like it's been definitely. Oh no, it's padlocked. Man, denied. That's right, we'll just go back at it. Feel that weather coming in. the other side of it, yeah, the Saltburn School. I guess this is another one of the schools they demoed after the quake, or recently, or somewhere, because there ain't nothing here. Right, we're gonna go on the cut back because it keeps pushing me back to the main, and I want to stay in the burbs for sure. Breaking all the rules. Creaky cranks. Oh, where does that go? That looks interesting. Big day at the community centre. Okay, this is pushing us into the back of Wigram. Oh, this is beautiful. Definitely a photo. I'm kind of in that mood. Okay. I mean, this is why I like being on a bike. Never been here. Oh, there's a no entry sign. We should take that one. I wonder if we could get across the old airfield. It's no longer an airfield, but my uncle was stationed out here in the Air Force. Now, because this is all new, how do you get across to the other side? Definitely no throughs on this one, but hey, it's starting to rain. Luckily, I bought my raincoat, but it could make the adventuring a little bit more adventurous. runway. What even is this place? Oh, this is what we came for. Oh yeah, what a whip. That is a jam right there. The 8 hangers, DIY frame. That is a buzz. Let's have a look around here. This is like, this is Joe's garage. Fish and chip shop. Water features. Gastropub. Who even knew this was a thing? Wow, I feel like I'm in another universe. There's a Cyclepath. Legroom. Whole different world out here. Hey, we're almost back on the loop to my thing. Let's take it to the bridge and see where we get to. It's all discovery now. Okay. Oh, yep. That was definitely a weird side excursion, but I enjoyed it. I'm gonna jump back on the path, roll back to the city. I totally recommend take this one in and out. You know, I think it's a vibe. As far as a commuter path, I don't know. Right, going to do a battery swap, and I got a bit of a renegade run to do home, so we'll try that.